What the world is witnessing, depending on who you ask, is either a golden age of financial empowerment pushed by the internet, or one of the most elaborate and widespread deceptions modern audiences have ever seen. Accused of being both a revolution and a scam, standing at the center of it all is the rise of financial influencers, the self-proclaimed money mentors, success coaches, and investment gurus dominating every corner of social media. From endless Instagram reels of private jets and designer watches, to slick YouTube ads promising passive income in just 30 days, to $10,000 mastermind retreats held in tropical destinations. The new age of financial advice came wrapped not in credentials or proven expertise, but in pure spectacle. The formulas are simple. Flash a lifestyle few could verify, speak with supreme confidence, and sell the dream of financial freedom, one $997 course at a time. But are they the masterminds they claim to be, or just masters of illusion? And if the advice they're selling works so well, why are they spending more time selling it than living it? To understand it all, let's look back at when the rise of it all truly began. Because none of this happened overnight. The seeds of the financial influencer empire were planted years ago, long before TikTok hustle culture or Instagram flexing became the norm. In the early 2010s, as social media exploded, so did the idea of building a personal brand around success. YouTube channels popped up teaching how to make money online. Instagram accounts started flashing luxury cars and motivational quotes. But it wasn't until the mid-2010s that a new kind of figure emerged. The self-made millionaire, who claimed they could teach anyone to get rich for the right price. One of the earliest big names? Tai Lopez. In 2015, he famously stood in his garage, surrounded by Lamborghinis and books, telling viewers about the power of knowledge. The ad that became a meme, but also a blueprint. Tai didn't just sell information at that time. He sold a lifestyle. He became the prototype for the modern financial influencer, a mix of flashy wealth, vague advice, and relentless marketing. And it worked, spectacularly. Because at its core, the formula tapped into something deeper: desperation. Post-2008 financial crash, a whole generation grew up watching their parents lose jobs, homes, and savings. Traditional advice? Go to college, work hard, retire at 65? It all felt broken. People wanted another way, a shortcut, a secret path that didn't involve 40 years of 9-to-5 grind. And financial influencers? They promised just that. In the beginning, it was simple enough. Read these books, develop good habits, start a side hustle. But soon, the advice morphed into something else entirely. Dropshipping schemes, crypto pumps, day trading, Amazon FBA empires, Airbnb arbitrage. The message wasn't work hard and save wisely anymore. It was move fast, earn faster, escape now. And with the rise of Instagram around 2015 to 2016, the game changed again. Visual storytelling became king. It wasn't enough to claim you were successful. You had to show it. Private jets, Rolex watches, $5,000 dinners. It didn't matter if the jet was rented for an hour or the watch was borrowed for a photo shoot. Perception became reality. And the audience? They ate it up. Because for the average person, scrolling endlessly after a brutal shift or suffocating under student debt, these influencers represented a dream, a promise, that life didn't have to be about scraping by. That maybe, with the right mentor or the right course, they could flip their whole damn life. Meanwhile, tech platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and later TikTok only made it easier. Algorithms rewarded flashy content. The more outrageous, the more visible. A guy showing how he supposedly made $1 million in a month got pushed to millions of screens, while a quiet CPA explaining compound interest barely got 100 views. It wasn't about who had the best advice anymore. It was about who could make you feel the biggest emotions: envy, desire, fear of missing out. And just when it seemed like the wave couldn't get any bigger, the pandemic hit. Lockdowns created a perfect storm. Millions stuck at home, jobs lost overnight, Markets crashing, then surging wildly. People were desperate. And the financial influencers, they seized the moment, like sharks smelling blood. That's exactly when course sales skyrocketed. And mentorship programs exploded. New gurus appeared daily, each promising to reveal the secret to escaping the chaos. Some pitched trading stocks, others hyped cryptocurrency. A few stuck to selling the classic start your online business dream. But the message was always the same. While everyone else struggles, you could be building your empire. But only if you act now. Urgency, scarcity, fear of missing out. Every classic marketing tactic weaponized at once, and to the average person, it was irresistible. Because when everything in life feels uncertain, your job, your health, your future, the idea that someone has the answers is intoxicating. By 2021, the financial influencer industry wasn't just a trend. It was a machine. A billion-dollar ecosystem powered by slick sales funnels, sponsored ads, endless affiliate programs, and one relentless message. Trust me, follow me, pay me, I'll show you how to win. And when the stakes feel that high, when your entire future feels like it's hanging in the balance, logic takes a back seat. Emotions take the wheel. And that's exactly what these financial influencers are counting on. Because behind the stupid glamour, behind the success quotes and rented penthouses, lies a brutal, unspoken truth. They're not selling proven strategies. They're selling hope. Hope, packaged with a big, fat price tag. And the psychology behind it? Painfully simple. People in financial stress crave control. They crave certainty. They crave the feeling that if they just follow the right plan, buy the right course, join the right mastermind, everything will finally click. And every flashy video, every client success story, every flexed wristwatch is designed to trigger that exact longing. It's no accident, it's calculated manipulation. Psychologists have long known that during periods of high stress or uncertainty, humans become more suggestible. It's called cognitive strain. When you're overwhelmed, your brain shortcuts decision-making. You don't carefully analyze. You go with what feels right. You trust the guy who looks successful because your brain craves an anchor. You follow the girl with the dream lifestyle because she makes success look simple. And the influencers? They know it. They study it. They spend hours crafting the perfect illusion, tweaking every detail to make sure so you don't think too hard. You just buy. But here's what almost none of them will ever admit. They are just as desperate as you. Behind every rented Lamborghini, behind every luxury resort photo shoot, is someone living paycheck to paycheck off course sales? Someone juggling massive debts? Someone praying just a few more people click buy now before the next payment on their credit card is due? The influencers themselves, they're trapped. In a game where they constantly have to look richer, smarter, and more successful than they really are. Because the moment the illusion cracks, the second people sense that the guru isn't bulletproof, the whole empire collapses. So they lie. They lie about their incomes. They lie about their success. They lie about their failures. They Photoshop bank balances. They rent private jets for an hour just to take pictures. They stay in 5-star hotels for a single night and milk a month's worth of content from it. Because in this game, perception is reality. And if you stop looking like a winner, you stop making money. And what's worse, most of them know their strategies don't work. The $997 dropshipping course, not going to make you a millionaire. The passive income blueprint, not retiring you by 30. The crypto pump group, a scam, designed to dump worthless coins onto naive followers. They know it. But as long as you don't know it, they keep cashing checks, and they justify it to themselves. They say, it's your fault if you fail. You didn't work hard enough. You didn't believe enough. You didn't follow the steps exactly. Classic cult tactics. Blame the victim. Protect the illusion. But the truth is, the game is rigged from the start. Because in this world, success is the product, not the result. They aren't getting rich because they're following their own advice. They're getting rich because you are paying them for the dream. And the cycle is vicious. Every time one influencer gets exposed, caught renting a car, faking testimonials, photoshopping followers, Another 3 pop up to replace them, each one louder, flashier, and more shameless than the last. Because the hunger hasn't gone away. The desperation is still there, and the dream is still selling. Which brings us to the real question. So how do you protect yourself? First, understand this. Real wealth rarely screams. The truly successful, the investors, entrepreneurs, business owners who have built real, lasting wealth don't need to flex it on Instagram to validate themselves. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day. Real money whispers. Fake money screams. Second, beware of urgency. If someone is pushing you to buy now or sign up today because spots are limited, run. True opportunities don't need fake scarcity. If a course or mentorship is legit, it will be just as valuable tomorrow as it is today. Third, look for transparency. Ask the tough questions. What's the influencer's real background? Do they have documented success outside of selling courses? Can they show audited proof of their income, not just screenshots? Most won't, because they can't. Fourth, watch out for the emotional pitch. If you feel like you're being sold a dream more than a skill, step back. Real financial advice? It's often boring. Budgeting, investing consistently, learning boring but powerful skills over time. If someone makes it sound like a magic shortcut, it's probably a trap. And finally, trust your gut. If something feels off, it usually is. Because here's the thing. Getting rich isn't easy. It's not glamorous. It's not a 30-day course. It's years of discipline. It's making 100 small, smart decisions nobody applauds. It's choosing long-term gains over short-term dopamine hits. And the financial influencer machine? They don't want you to know that. Because if you did, if you really understood what building wealth looks like, you wouldn't need them. You wouldn't need their courses. You wouldn't need their mastermind groups. You wouldn't need their overpriced webinars. You'd realize you already have what you need: patience, discipline, and the refusal to fall for the illusion. Because at the end of the day, their empire only survives as long as you believe the lie. Break the illusion, and you take back your power. Financial influencers are not trying to help you. They're trying to get you addicted to their products, their courses, their endless cycle of empty promises. And it's only a matter of time before this entire system begins to crumble. The cracks are already showing, and we don't think it's going to be long before more and more of these gurus get exposed for what they really are. Some won't last. Some will get so desperate for attention, they'll cross the line. They'll get caught in unethical schemes. And maybe there will be some kind of regulation that catches up with them. But you don't need to wait for that to happen. For your own sake, just don't get into it in the first place. Steer clear. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video till the end. And if you got value from this, hit that like button.